Hello everyone, I hope you are all well by the grace of God. Thank you for watching Nergia Cartoons. This episode was kindly shared with us by Mr. Dave from Canada. A big, heartfelt thank you to him for sending his script and giving us a new topic to explore. I learned a lot from his submission, and I hope our audience will learn something valuable today as well. There are many important points in today's episode that I want to discuss with you all. In our society we often notice people whose words are surprisingly sharp and hurtful. Their tone is so harsh that after listening to them, our hearts feel broken. When these people feel relieved by saying such hard things, they often present an excuse. Yes, my tongue is rough, but my heart is pure. They claim that even if their speech is rude or offensive, their intentions are good and their heart is clean. This is a common justification they use to hide their behavior. But that excuse is nothing more than hypocrisy. You cannot wound someone with harsh words and then cover up the harm by saying your heart is good. Speaking cruelly damages relationships and leaves lasting pain. Intention does not erase impact. Today's topic is about these people and their behavior, why they use this excuse, and why we should recognize it for what it is. Let's watch together and see what happens in this story, and learn how to respond to harsh speech with wisdom and compassion rather than accepting hurtful behavior as just how they are.
So, you both are finally back. Tell me, how many days were you gone this time? You had gone for a vacation, right? Where all did you go to enjoy yourselves?
Yes, Daddy, we came back just a few days ago. Actually, my husband and I extended our leave, so the trip became a little longer than we had first planned. We wanted to make the most of it while we were there.
Oh, I see. That sounds nice. So which places did you visit? I'm curious to know where all you spent your time.
Daddy, we visited several famous places in Canada. We went to Niagara Falls, which was absolutely breathtaking. Then we spent some time in Toronto exploring the CN Tower and Ripley's Aquarium. We also visited Banff National Park in Alberta. The mountains and lakes there looked like something out of a dream.
That's wonderful. I'm glad you experienced all those beautiful spots. It must have been refreshing for you both. And it makes me happy that even now you and I share the same love for travel.
Exactly, Daddy. We really had such a great time. We enjoyed ourselves a lot, and everywhere we went the weather was so pleasant. It made the whole trip even more special.
Yes, that's the beauty of life. We should find joy in moments like these. Work and responsibilities will always be there, but to take time out and enjoy life's experiences is truly important.
You're right, Daddy. This trip reminded me how valuable it is to spend quality time together, to relax, and to make memories. It was not just about sightseeing, it was about slowing down and appreciating the blessings we have.
Fred, my daughter was just telling me about all the wonderful places you visited, Niagara Falls, Banff, Toronto, and more. Honestly, I'm curious, how did you manage to afford all this? From what I know, your salary is not that high, and trips like these cost quite a bit.
Father-in-law, I completely understand your concern. Actually, I had been saving for a long time. I'm usually very careful with my expenses, and over the years I managed to put aside enough money. For this trip, I decided to use my savings so that my wife and I could have a memorable experience together.
Even with savings, such trips are not easy to afford. Let's be honest, your job isn't one of those highly paid ones, and as far as I know, your family background is also not financially very strong. To be frank, sometimes I feel it's only because you are my daughter's choice that you both ended up married. Otherwise, I don't see how such things would have worked out so smoothly.
Sir, I respect your words and I understand your perspective. But please believe me, I don't take your daughter's trust or this relationship lightly. I work hard, and though I may not be from a wealthy family, I value honesty, responsibility, and the effort I put into building our life together.
Well, I only said what was on my mind. At the end of the day, it's between the two of you. Marriage is your matter, and it's you both who will live with each other's choices. I just hope you continue to take care of her and manage things wisely.
Absolutely, father-in-law. That is my priority. And speaking of care, I wanted to ask about you. How are you feeling these days? The last time we spoke, you mentioned not being well. Did you get a doctor's checkup done?
Yes, I did. The doctor ran some tests and told me that he would change my medicine. It seems the earlier prescription wasn't working as effectively as it should.
I see. That's important, Father. Please make sure to follow the new prescription carefully. Your health means a lot to us, and I'll always be here to help in any way I can.
Justin, my love, please don't take Daddy's words too seriously. You know how he is, his tongue can be very sharp, and sometimes his expressions sound harsh. But deep inside, he has a very kind heart.
Yes, I understand, Luna. Honestly, I don't mind his words. I know very well that he is a good-hearted man. What matters is his love for you and the way he truly cares for this family.
Exactly, that's what I want you to remember. He really loves both of us, even if he doesn't always show it gently. Sometimes he says things without realizing how they sound, but he never means to hurt you.
I know, dear. I've noticed it myself. His concern often comes out in a strict way, but the intention behind it is pure. He just wants the best for you, and as his son-in-law, I respect that.
That means a lot to me. Sometimes when Daddy speaks too bluntly, I worry you might feel upset or disrespected. But if you look past the tone, you'll see how much he values us. Please don't let his words trouble your heart.
Don't worry, Luna, I won't. He is my elder, and I always respect my elders. I know his heart is good, and I will never let a few harsh words change the way I see him.
Thank you for being so understanding. It really gives me peace of mind to know that you are patient with him. Family bonds matter more than small misunderstandings, and I'm happy you see it the same way.
Of course. All right then, I got it. I won't take his words to heart. Let's just focus on keeping our bond strong and respecting him as he deserves.
Fred, listen, this time when I go to the doctor I'm going to tell him straight, if you change his medicine, please also write one more pill for him called Speak Kindly. I want a tablet that, after he takes it, sweet words come out of his mouth. He can't keep tearing into people with that harsh tongue, especially not when he's talking to our son-in-law.
Grace, don't speak like that. You know how much I love our daughter. I've always tried to protect her and to care for the people she brings into our family. I would never intentionally hurt anyone. If I said something blunt, it wasn't meant to wound. My heart is not bad.
Fred, so you want me to sit and frame a picture of your good heart and hang it on the wall? Sure, your heart may be good, but that doesn't excuse the way you tear people down with your words. You can't keep hurting others and then hide behind my heart is pure. Words cut deeper than you realize.
You're making it sound worse than it is. I only spoke honestly. I have concerns, practical concerns about finances and background. I'm not trying to humiliate anyone. I just want what's best for our daughter. That's all.
Honesty has a tone, and yours is cruel. There is a difference between protecting our daughter and publicly shaming someone in front of the family. You humiliated him, you made him feel small, and then you call it concern. That's not protection, that's pride.
I didn't mean to shame him. I was trying to open their eyes to reality. Marriage isn't only about feelings. It's about responsibility. I thought being blunt would wake them up and make them think.
Wake them up. Or break their spirit? There is a way to speak that builds people up instead of breaking them down. If you truly love our daughter, prove it by showing respect, not by putting down the man she chose. Stop giving that weak excuse. My tongue is bad but my heart is good. Change the tongue. Change the habit.
All right. I hear you. I'll try. I don't want to hurt anyone, and I don't want to be the cause of pain in our home. But please, don't lecture me too much in front of everyone. It makes me defensive. I'll work on my words, for you, for our daughter, and for the family.
Sir Fred, I happened to be passing by your house. I'm so glad I ran into you. Otherwise I was about to ring your bell. Are you well? Is everything okay with your health?
Yes, I'm fine. What brings you here? If everything's all right, why did you feel the need to come all the way to my house? Tell me straight, is there something you need from me?
Sir, I actually came with a request. You know how well respected you are around the town and how many people know you. My son applied for a job at the hotel across the street. He submitted the documents online and even went to the hotel in person. They told him they would call, but nothing has come yet. If you could put in a good word for him with the owner, maybe they would consider him for the vacancy. I wouldn't ask if it weren't important.
Look, I understand requests like this happen. But let me say one thing plainly, both you and your wife have never taken your children's future seriously. If you had paid attention and guided them, they might be studying at a good college now or applying to a decent university. Instead, you spent your time going out, eating, and enjoying yourselves while your children grew up without proper focus. That's why you're standing here asking me to help.
Sir, please. I came to you with respect and hope. I didn't come to be judged or insulted. You're one of our elders, and I expected a little kindness. Yes, maybe we made mistakes, but my son is trying now. He applied, he showed up. I'm asking for one favor so he can get a chance and supports his family.
I'm not trying to be cruel, but I speak what's on my mind. If I see a problem, I'll call it out. I've always been straightforward, I don't sugarcoat things. Maybe you'll hear my words as harsh, but I say them because I care about how things should be. Taking shortcuts or expecting favors without responsibility isn't the right way.
I understand you speak plainly, and I respect that, but please understand my position too. A recommendation from you could change everything. My son has been trying. He just needs someone to open the door. If you could tell the owner a few words on his behalf, I will be forever grateful. I promise he will prove himself.
All right. I'll think about it, not because I owe you, but because sometimes people do deserve a chance. But hear me clearly, if I speak to the owner, it will be with conditions. Your son must show discipline, work hard, and take responsibility. And you too must start taking your children's future seriously from now on. Do that, and maybe this favor will be the start of something better for your family.
Honestly, that man who lives next to us, Fred, I don't know how to explain it. He is such a heartless person. He has no idea what we have gone through. He doesn't know the blisters on my hands from all those years of hard labor, the nights I worked in crowded restaurants washing dishes and cleaning tables just to keep food on the table.
Why are you saying this now? Everything seems fine. What happened? Tell me, please. You know you can speak freely. If something's wrong, tell me exactly what he said so we can handle it together.
I told him about my son applying for work, and he just sneered and started criticizing us. He said we never paid attention to our children's education, that we wasted our time playing and eating while our kids were growing up. He had no compassion, as if he understands everything and we are to blame for circumstances we could not control.
Oh no. That's harsh. You worked so hard. I saw how you struggled and how you tried to give more to our children. You cleaned so many plates, you stood on your feet for hours, you gave everything you could. Don't let his words make you doubt your efforts.
That's the point. He speaks without knowing. He throws words like knives and then hides behind that old excuse, my heart is good though my tongue is harsh. How can someone break another person down so carelessly and then expect forgiveness, because he says his intentions were pure? Those words sting people for years.
Please, don't get too angry. I know it hurts, and I understand why you feel insulted. But losing our calm will not change what he said. You are right that his words are cruel, but let's respond with dignity. We'll stand firm for our children and keep working to give them better chances.
It's not just the insult, it's the way he makes people in the neighborhood look at us, like we are lesser. He has connections, money, and then he judges people like us who've labored for every penny. He doesn't see the nights I came home exhausted and the times I skipped meals so the children could eat. That's the truth he ignores.
You have every right to feel wounded. But you are not alone. We have each other, and our children know the sacrifices you made. Let him talk. His words reveal more about him than about you. I truly believe God sees your hard work and one day things will turn in our favor. Trust that.
Thank you for saying that. I'll try to keep my temper, but it's hard when someone publicly belittles your entire life. Still, if I get a chance to talk to him calmly, I'll tell him this. Your words hurt people, and a good heart doesn't make up for tearing someone apart in public. If he can't understand that, then he needs to learn, for the sake of our neighborhood and our children.
Fred, the kitchen supplies are completely finished. I've been telling you for 3 days, but you keep delaying it. I don't know why you show so much carelessness when it comes to these basic things. Anyway, I've decided that I'll go myself to buy the groceries. You can just sit and relax.
You don't need to go. I'll take care of it. I actually have to meet one of my friends today. He has some work with me. I'll finish with him first and then, on my way back, I'll pick up all the groceries.
Alright then, that sounds fine. Since you're going anyway, let me give you the list of things we need. It's better if you bring them back so we don't have to worry about it later.
Yes, of course. Give me the list and I'll make sure to get everything. Don't worry, I won't forget. Tell me one by one what you need.
We need rice, flour, sugar, tea leaves, cooking oil, and some spices like red chili powder. Also, bring fresh vegetables, onions, tomatoes, potatoes, and some green chilies.
Got it. Rice, flour, sugar, tea, oil, spices, and vegetables. I'll note it down so I don't miss anything. Is there anything else you think we might be low on?
Yes, get some milk, eggs, and bread as well. These things finish quickly, and it's always better to have them stocked.
Justin, so you've come here for grocery shopping as well?
Yes, sir. I came to get groceries. My wife isn't feeling well today, so she asked me to manage it alone. That's why I'm here. And you, sir, how are you? I hope everything is good with you.
I'm fine. But tell me something, before marriage, you never used to buy all these branded food items, right? Now suddenly it feels like you've hit a jackpot after marriage. Am I right?
No, sir, that's not the case at all. You're misunderstanding me. It's not about marriage changing my lifestyle. I believe God's blessings have always been with me, and I've always been grateful for what I have.
Maybe. But you know, my daughter. She's quite an immature girl. She doesn't always understand how life works.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, sir. Could you explain what you're trying to say?
No. It's nothing, Justin. Forget it. I don't want to go into details. I just said it casually, nothing serious.
All right, if you say so, sir. Still, I believe with time, people learn and grow. Everyone has their own pace of understanding life.
Yes, perhaps you're right. Anyway, enjoy your shopping. Don't mind my words. Sometimes I just speak without thinking much.
No problem at all, sir. I respect you. You continue with your shopping, and I'll finish mine too. Take care. I never share these thoughts with my wife, because I know her father will never change. And I truly love her too much to hurt her feelings by criticizing him. But every time her father speaks harshly, she defends him with the same excuse. So what if Daddy said something? He has a good heart, even if his words are rough. She always silences me with that line. Still, I can't understand this logic. If someone really has a good heart, then how can their tongue be so bitter? After all, words reflect what's inside a person. Words are not separate from the heart. What's the use of claiming a pure heart if your words keep hurting others? Good intentions should show in speech as well. To me, painful words leave deeper wounds than anything else. Maybe one day, my father-in-law will realize this truth, that words can heal or destroy, and a truly kind heart cannot keep a cruel tongue. Until then, I'll remain silent. For the sake of my wife and the love I have for her.
Justin, Daddy called me this morning. He told me that you also went for grocery shopping yesterday and that he met you there. Why didn't you tell me about it?
Honestly, it just slipped out of my mind. That's why I forgot to mention it to you. Luna.
And what else did Daddy say to you during that meeting?
Nothing important. Just some casual talk here and there. Nothing worth mentioning, really.
I don't know why, but I feel like you're hiding something from me.
No, not at all. I'm not hiding anything from you. You need to relax and trust me.
Then why does my heart keep telling me that something is being kept from me?
I honestly don't know why you feel that way. Maybe it's just overthinking. Believe me, there's nothing between me and your father that you don't know about.
Fine. I'll try to believe you. But remember, I always notice when something feels off, and I hope you'll always be honest with me. Mom, tell me honestly, did Daddy say something again to my husband? I could see it on his face. He suddenly went quiet, almost uneasy. Why don't you try to explain to Daddy? How long will I keep defending my father in front of the world and in front of my husband? Luna, and what do you expect me to do? Tell me. I also pray every day. I keep asking God to soften his heart. But you know your father, he always says, my heart is pure. What use is a pure heart if his tongue keeps hurting people? Exactly, Mom. My husband truly loves me, and I love him too. But Daddy's pinching words make him feel as if he has no worth at all. That hurts me deeply. I've told him 1,000 times, people don't meet your heart first, they meet your tongue. Only very few can ever reach someone's heart, but everyone hears the words you speak. Still, he doesn't understand. And whenever Daddy notices that my husband is getting offended, he immediately tries to cover it up by saying, "Don't mind me, my heart is clean, I mean no harm." But I don't understand this hypocrisy. Believe me, child, I'm exhausted. I'm tired of repeating the same advice to him. He doesn't change. He simply doesn't want to. Mom, this puts me in such a difficult position. I feel torn between my love for my husband and my loyalty to Daddy. But the truth is, Daddy's words are pushing me away from him. That's why I've stopped arguing with him. All I can do now is pray for him. Maybe God will one day open his eyes to see how much pain his tongue causes the people who love him.
Hello kids, how are you all doing? Looks like you really enjoy playing football, right?
Sorry, Uncle. We can't talk to you. Our parents told us not to.
Huh? Not talk to me? Why? What did I do that your parents would say such a thing?
We don't know. They just said we should stay away from you and not have too many conversations.
That's strange. I don't remember ever hurting anyone. I always tried to be kind to you.
We don't understand either, Uncle. We're just following what our parents told us.
Fred, what happened? Is everything all right? You left the house smiling, but now you've returned with such a heavy face. Tell me, why do you look so upset?
The kids were playing outside. I greeted them with a simple hello, but their reply shocked me. They said their parents have forbidden them from talking to me. They even told me not to stand near where I was standing. I never expected such words from children. It felt like an insult. My heart was hurt hearing this.
So what? Maybe their words were a little harsh, but don't you always say this yourself? That even if the tongue is harsh, the heart can still be good. Why are you hurt then?
But still, it pierced me. They shouldn't have said that to me. I felt humiliated.
Seriously, thanks to God that this realization has finally entered your heart. This is exactly what I've been fighting with you about for years. Do you now understand what others feel when you throw harsh words at them? You always shut people up by saying, "Yes, my tongue is bad, but my heart is good." But did you ever stop to think how those words wound the heart of the listener? Words are a person's true identity. A tongue can build friendships, but it can also create enemies. When you speak harshly, no one looks at your so-called good heart. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stir up anger. And also, life and death are in the power of the tongue. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Don't you see? Your words show what's inside. If you break someone's heart and leave tears in their eyes, and then later excuse yourself by saying, "Oh, I was angry, but my heart is good," that's hypocrisy. That's emotional manipulation, nothing else.
You're right. I see it now. I always excused myself with the same words, but today I felt on my own skin what it means when someone's tongue cuts deep.
Fred, exactly. That pain you felt today is the same pain you've given to others many times. Especially to our son-in-law. And every time I defended you, saying my husband's heart is good. But the truth is, words matter more than intentions.
I understand now. I accept my mistakes. I won't justify my harshness anymore. I will change myself. I will seek forgiveness from God first, and then from the people I've hurt. I know now this was my fault, and I should never have done it.
Change doesn't happen in a single day, but the first step is admitting your fault. If you truly love your family, then prove it by softening your words. Respect is not demanded, it is earned through kindness.
You're right. From today, I will make my tongue as clean as the heart I always claimed to have. I don't want my legacy to be remembered for wounds I gave with words, but for love I spread with them.
In life, our words carry great weight. A gentle tongue can heal wounds, build bridges, and create bonds of love, while a harsh tongue can cut deeper than any sword. When we speak with bitterness or cruelty, we don't win hearts, we only push people away and create enemies instead of friends. If the heart is truly good, then the tongue should also reflect that goodness. To say my heart is pure but my tongue is bad is nothing more than an excuse, a cover for poor behavior. This is hypocrisy, because our tongue reveals what is hidden in our hearts. True wisdom is shown when our words are filled with kindness, patience, and love. Let us all strive to speak with respect, love, and wisdom. Our families, our communities, and even our own souls are blessed when our words uplift instead of destroy. So keep your tongue pure, just as you claim your heart to be. I hope you like my work. Thanks for watching Ninja Cartoons. May God bless you all. Amen. See you tomorrow with a new topic. Take care everyone. Bye.